Hello wonderful people, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. So today I've got some exciting kind of content to share with you guys. So let's just get straight into the video. So I don't know if many of you actually know, but if you have been watching me for a while, you'd know that I am a fashion freelance photographer. I love shooting fashion content. I love creating my own editorials and my own concept shoots. So yeah, if you guys don't actually know, I'm gonna put my photography the Instagram I can't even talk because I'm so excited, but I'm going to put the link to my photography page on screen and in the description box so you guys can check out some more of my work. And maybe if you need a photographer, you can come and hire me. Why not? You can contact me. Let's set it up. But let's just forget about that. I want to share with you guys my first editorial feature in a magazine. Like, what the freak? My name is me, Nadine Holuwatobi Petzke. Like, what the freak? Like, guys, I cannot even tell you how long ago I shot this material and how long I've been waiting and I've been dying to get my hands on this magazine so I can see the damn feature. I'm going to show you guys the pages of where my work is featured, and I'm going to talk about the artists that I shot with and everything like that, and it's just so much fun. It's so incredible. Like, I can't believe this has actually happened so early on in my career. And like, literally a whole ass book, well, it's not a whole book, but you know, I think it's like a 6-page spread of my work, so that's so exciting. But anyway, so let me just go into to how I got the job in the first place, and yeah, how it all came about, and then, you know, up until we kind of like shot the editorial. But yeah, anyway, so how does it all come about? So basically the team reached out to me on Instagram. The project manager, she DM'd me back in maybe like December, I think, asking me about, you know, whether I'd be down to work with them for an upcoming shoot they were working towards. I think the shoot was in February, and then unfortunately they ended up pulling out. They went for another photographer who was more experienced with the type of shoot they wanted to do, and they did tell me that they wanted to work with me because they had their issue coming up, which was this issue that I just showed you guys, and they had other artists and people they wanted to shoot with, so they'll let me know if anything comes up. So I was thinking, yeah, right, like, you know, when people tell you like they're gonna get back to you and they're gonna contact you and they're gonna work, yeah, it just never happens. So I really thought to myself, okay, fine, it's not gonna happen, it's fine, it is what it is. Maybe a month later maximum, I got another message, and she was like, look, we have another shoot coming up in the next few weeks, are you down? This is the artist, like, we want you on board, we love your style. And I think I'd just done fashion week at the time, so I'd just done men's fashion week. Cut long story short, they gave me the concept, they sent me emails, we confirmed everything, I looked at the concept shoot, they obviously shared the whole team that was working on it, so the stylist, makeup artist, and then we had a videographer on set as well. So they hired out a studio in Hackney, or Brixton, somewhere in Brixton, they hired out a studio. So I came up the day, you know, and yeah, it was really good, it was really fun. Then I found out I knew who I was working with, this artist called Tamira, a really cool artist, really lovely girl. Like, I hadn't really listened to much of her stuff prior to meeting her, but after meeting her I was like, okay, I'm gonna support, because you're such a genuine nice person. And funny enough, the day of the shoot I was actually working a night shift at work. If you guys don't know, I work night shifts because I work in TV, where I work for a 24-hour news channel, so I do night shifts. And on the day of the shoot, they told me it was the day I was working, and I knew I couldn't get it off because I can never get night shifts covered, like, ever. And then it turns out the shoot was starting at 9 AM and it was finishing around 6, so that would give me like at least a 2-hour, 3-hour time to get to work. So we got to set on the day, and everyone arrived, and then the artist arrived, and then obviously she got hair and makeup done by the makeup artist and the hairstylist, and everyone was just vibing and jamming. We had good music going, we had a few snacks here and there, and I went through everything with Derek, who is the owner of the magazine, as well as kind of like, he's the creative director, so he went through everything that he wanted. He gave me a mood board of what kind of shots that he'd want, what style he was going for. So we just talked through all of that, we set up lighting and all of that. I have some footage from the actual day, so if I should be able to find them, so I'll insert some clips in the video so you guys can see what actually went down and behind the scenes as well. So yeah, that was really good. So we set up everything, and then obviously it was just time to shoot. So I already knew we had a stylist. She had, I think it was 3 different looks or 4 different looks. I can't really remember exactly how many looks it was. And so, you know, we had the artist kind of like pick and choose what she'd be happy with. We had a management team there as well, and they were kind of deciding what they liked and what would fit the brand. So they had all these kind of like stuff going on in terms of like her image as well. So we had PR there and everyone was happy. So once everything was confirmed, we started shooting and everyone was confirming if they liked the shots or not. So that was quite interesting because I'd never worked in a team, or I've never worked on a set actually. This was actually my first time being on set. So a lot of people, you know, were giving their input. The hairstylist was giving her input. The makeup artist was giving their input. Normally when I do editorial shoots, I'm doing all of that. I'm doing the hair, I'm doing the makeup, I'm doing the creative directory, I'm doing the set design. So it was so interesting to have everyone that was doing their role kind of like interject when they needed to, because they knew like they had a certain look, and it had to kind of like, the images that I was capturing had to uphold everyone's kind of like ideals. So it was like if her hair was out of place, like the hairstylist was jumping on. She was like, I'm jumping in, I need to sort that out because we're not messing that up. If her makeup was getting a bit oily, or you know, something wasn't looking right, the makeup artist was jumping in. She wasn't taking her time, you know what I mean? The stylist as well, but everyone was so lovely about it. Like everyone would let everyone know what was going on. The hairstylist, she was a photographer as well. Her work is incredible, and she was obviously looking through everything, and she was kind of approving. So I was like, okay, great, if you're happy, then I'm happy, because it's like everyone's happy. And I just really generally enjoyed it. Like I didn't think an opportunity like this would come so early on in me getting into fashion photography. And yeah, I just had a blast. Like I said, I'll insert some images and videos from the day because it ended up being such a wild day. It was a very long day though. I think we only had like 4 outfits, and we literally started at like, I think maybe 9, 10, and we finished maybe 6:30. Yeah, just before 6:30 we finished. It's crazy because I mean, when I do my, I always do location shoots. So if you follow me, if you've seen any of my work, all my shoots are always on location. Just because it is expensive to hire out a studio, especially if you're not working with a budget and you're not being paid. A lot of my shoots, I always kind of like come up with my own concept shoots, and then I try and submit them to magazines to see if they would actually want to like publish my work. So I try to keep costs down as much as possible, especially because I then do pay for the models kind of food and travel and stuff like that. So that's why I personally, when I'm on my own, I do a lot of my stuff on location. Yeah, I think everyone was just kind of like getting involved in terms of if something was out of place. It was kind of good as well, because normally when I'm shooting by myself, I have to make sure everything is perfect. Like I have to look at everything before I even take the picture. So make sure the model's hair is in place, her makeup is on point, the lighting is correct. Whereas you have a team around you that are your eyes, and if something's out of place, they get in there and they fix it. And I honestly, most times I didn't even notice it because I was just so focused on making sure I got the right shot. And of course I'm paying attention to detail, like of course I am, but at the same time there are certain things, like sometimes when I've done my own shoots, I go back and I'm like, oh my gosh, why didn't I notice her hand was a little bit misplaced? Whereas when I was on set with the New Wave magazine team, you know, Derek was like, no, maybe place your hand this way. And it's like, oh crap, actually that actually works a lot better than what was going on before. Yeah, it ended up being a very long day, and yeah, it was really good. It was so much fun. And the artist, Tamira, she was so lovely, such a genuine, sweet girl. But when I was working with her and when I was shooting her, you know, I'd give her previews of the work, she'd let me know if she didn't like anything, but she wasn't rude about it. And that's completely fine, because of course she has to be happy with the images that are being produced, because at the end of the day it's going to be printed and she wants to make sure she's happy with what she's looking at, you know what I mean? So it was really important for me to make sure everyone liked what I was capturing. I wanted to make sure everyone was happy with what they were looking at, because at the end of the day this is everyone's work, and what I'm capturing is the essence of what everyone else has interjected on the project, do you know what I mean? So when it came to the styling as well, like clothes, everything had to look good. So, you know, it was really cool. It was a really fun day. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. It was just really such a great day, and I felt like it was such a huge accomplishment, especially now because I have the magazine in my hand. And yeah, you know what, let me just show you guys what I ended up capturing. So this is the magazine, New Wave magazine, and this was the cover. Like I said already, the cover wasn't shot by me. I actually don't know who that was shot by, because there were so many other creatives that were involved in the project. So yeah, it's a thick ass magazine, like oh my gosh. But anyway, let me flick to the page where we start with my editorial. Oh, here we go, okay. Alright, so I don't know what page this is, but this is the opening. Can you guys, I don't want to like bend the spine because I'm keeping this. This is like literally good in the archives. But yeah, so this is the first page. This is the artist Tamira. Right here, sorry. But yeah, so we have her name here, and then this is the first image that was captured. So nice medium close-up. And yeah, I loved this image. It's so ethereal and it's so dreamy. So yeah, that's what that was. So on the bottom of this page, actually, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it does say the words by Sinead. And then obviously we have photography by Nadine Petzke. Right there, guys, right there. No, you can't see it, but that's my name. That's me. Okay, so let's flip onto the next page. And oh my goodness, we have a double spread right here. And these images, I remember, I think when I captured this image, I must have been like crouching down on my back, and Derek even had to like hold me up because I couldn't, it was like literally my stomach. I was having an ab workout taking these pictures because they were all kind of like from down below. I think this was our first look. Yeah, so the stylist lady, this was her first look. And it just really worked with her hair, her skin tone, the jewelry she had. Like, the stylist came so prepared, like everything was done to a T, and it just literally brought the image to life, you know what I mean? Like, she is the focus of everything, and she just looks so good. And I like the fact that we focused on her skin and her face, get that close up and the details of her tattoos as well. It's just like, yeah, such a pretty girl, and just, yeah, it was just such a lovely person to photograph. So if I flip over again to the next page, then we have some words by the writer, as well as another image here again from the first look. So I liked this image as well. This wasn't actually, I don't think this was my favorite image. I had other images. I liked the first three that we've just seen, but this wasn't like my favorite image from this look. There was another one, but obviously Derek got, like, he gets to pick what ends up in the magazine and what doesn't. So he loved this image. Like, he was so pleased with this. Like, when I took this, I don't even think we were even paying attention. I was just like, oh yeah, put your hand up and let's do it. And then I captured it, and it wasn't like my favorite, but it looked quite good on the page. So I'm quite pleased that he did use it. And yeah, this, oh my goodness, this image, this is my favorite. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. I remember on set, I literally was like, okay, hold your breath, now breathe. And then I'd literally have my shutter speed up, and it was just continuous shooting, and then we captured this. And it was just so incredible because she was always on hand. Like, I don't think we really took a bad image because she was always ready. Once the camera was clicking, she was so professional and she was ready. And this is a really cool shot, like so edgy and raw, and it's just like, yes, like, love it, love it, love it. I think I did it about maybe like 3-4 times. We had to do it before we got the right shot, but yeah, it turned out really great. So I'm really pleased about that. And the fact that it's like on a whole page, like, it's a double spread right there. Love it, love it, love it. And then I think the last one is this one, which I love. Like, the whole set design was very kind of spontaneous. We were like, why don't we throw this sheet over the, I think this was like a light block thing. I can't remember what it was, but it was like a foam that they just had lying around on the set. So we just used it as a backdrop, and then we got this thing and we pinned the material on it. And yeah, this is probably one of my favorite shots from the shoot. Like, literally, I love it, love it, love it, love it. And she looks so good. Like, her eyes, her posture, so editorial, and I'm just like, yes, like, I love it. So I was really pleased with the way that turned out. And then of course we have more words again by the writer. Oh, and there's more. Okay, I forgot about this. So this is another look as well. This was like Christina Aguilera, like, what do you want to call it? Edgy, rock and roll, bad chick. You know, I love the leather flares. Like, Layla did a good job with this outfit. Like, it was so edgy. I think this was her favorite outfit as well, actually, out of all the looks that we did. This wasn't even like a confirmed pose. I was just like, yeah, let's see what that would look like. And then we took it, and it ended up being kind of like one of the favorites on the day as well. So I'm really pleased with the way that turned out. And yeah, she just looks so good, and the jewelry and everything, the vibe is just everything. Oh yeah, so this is someone else's feature. But yeah, so how many pages was that actually? Was that like a 6-page spread? Let me double check. An 11-page spread in a magazine with my name on it. What the freak. So yeah, I'm so pleased with the way this turned out. Like, honestly, I kept bugging Derek because we shot this back in January, February, and it was really, I think we shot this back in January actually. Then it was released in March, and we're now in June. I literally received this about like a week ago, and yeah, I'm just so pleased about it. Like, it was just such an incredible opportunity. And I'm so grateful that I worked with such an amazing team, because I know some people have horror stories when they work on set, and to be honest, I've had horror stories where I've worked with people from Fashion Week as well. No, I was shooting, I might do a separate video. Yeah, it was just generally a great environment to be in, and I'm just so pleased with the way everything turned out. I'm pleased that everyone's happy. And yeah, the videographer had some really sick, insane visuals that he shot, which is actually on the on New Wave's Instagram. So I'll put their name on screen, so definitely check out their Instagram and their website as well to look at other issues that they've done. Definitely one for the archives. Like, this magazine is going nowhere. Can you? It's just insane to think that my name is printed in a magazine and my work is there. Like, what the hell, you know what I mean? I don't know. I know some people might be thinking, oh god, it's just, you know, sometimes it's just good to kind of like celebrate your wins and achievements, because, you know, they don't come by so often, but when they do, it's like you definitely got to just like kind of like enjoy the moment. So that's exactly what I'm doing with this. Yeah, so I really don't have anything else to say. At the end of the day, this is just from my experience of what it was like working on my first, just my first on-set editorial, or just working with a magazine. Yeah, my first time working with a magazine, and then I got published, and yeah, so that's really cool. Yeah, it's just such an accomplishment, and I've only been doing this for like 2 years now, I think, so it's just really cool to see my work and my name in a magazine. Nadine, Toby. Petzke. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna end the video here. I showed you guys my magazine feature, and it's just really cool. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button. Like, hit it right now. And give the video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it, because that lets me know you guys actually enjoyed the video. And I'll try and think of more kind of like fashion photography kind of concepts that I can maybe film and share with you guys. I'm gonna end the video. I'm gonna stop talking, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in my next vid. Bye.